Electric field due to a uniformly charged infinite plane sheet. This is a charged sheet. It is a thin sheet, charged. We have to find electric field at some point P. Since it is a sheet of charge, it is appropriate to consider surface charge density denoted by sigma, which is charge by area or small charge by small area, dq by dA, or delta q by delta A. So for the sake of symmetry, in this case, let us imagine a Gaussian cylinder such that half of the cylinder is on one side of the sheet and the other half is on the other side, something like this. Instead of cylinder, you can also take a cuboid, but it is easy if we consider a cylinder. Okay, and cylinder has three faces. This is a cylinder. Cylinder has two circular faces and a curved face. So as usual, we have to find flux through the circular face, flux through the curved face, and flux through the other circular face. Okay, this is how we should proceed. In the first step, we have to find flux. In the second step, we have to use Gauss theorem. In the third step, we get the expression for electric field. So this is the whole idea. Consider a charged thin sheet of infinite area in air or vacuum. Let sigma be the surface charge density. Sigma equal to charge by area, Q by A, or dQ by dA. Let P be a point at a distance r from the conductor. Keeping r as a reference, a Gaussian cylinder is constructed. Let this be a sheet of charge, positively charged. Let us draw this later. If this is point P at a distance r from the conductor, then keeping this distance as a reference, let us construct a Gaussian cylinder. So this is that Gaussian cylinder. Let half of the Gaussian cylinder be on one side, the other half is on the other side. Okay. Now these are the charges on the sheet. Electric field at this point due to sheet of charge is always perpendicular. In the previous application of Gauss theorem, we proved that electric field is always perpendicular. Therefore, this is electric field E. For this circular face, area vector is perpendicular to the face. So this is area vector ds. Angle between electric field and ds is 0. Theta 0 degree. There is one more circular face. Here also ds is perpendicular. This is ds. Electric field is also perpendicular. This is electric field E. Now for the third surface, curved surface, electric field is perpendicular. Let me draw electric field here. And area vector for the curved surface drawn at this point. So this is the area vector ds dash. Angle between area vector and electric field is 90. So we covered all the three faces, two circular and one curved face. Here also theta 0 degree. For the curved surface, theta is 90. So what is the electric flux through this Gaussian cylinder means? Twice the electric flux through circular faces plus flux through the curved face. Let me write that. Electric flux through Gaussian cylinder is d phi equal to flux through curved surface plus twice the flux through circular face. Equal to, let this electric field be E dash. So flux through curved surface means electric field dotted with ds dash. Electric field dot ds dash vectors plus 2 times flux through the circular face is electric field dotted with ds. This is 0 because theta is 90 degree plus 2e ds cos 0. Cos 0 is 1. Therefore, flux through the Gaussian cylinder is 2e ds. When you are writing, leave some space between these two. Okay, it will have clarity. Let this be equation 1. From Gauss theorem, flux through Gaussian surface is equal to 1 by epsilon naught times total charge enclosed by the Gaussian cylinder. Equal to 1 by epsilon naught. Total charge enclosed by Gaussian cylinder is sigma into ds. Because sigma equal to charge by area or else small charge by small area. dA, in place of dA we are writing ds. Okay, in this diagram, charge within the Gaussian cylinder means it is this charge found in this region. Okay, charge found in this region, that is sigma into ds. If ds is area of this circle, then ds is area of this region. Therefore, sigma into ds. d phi. This is equation 2. From equation 1 and equation 2, we can write that E ds equal to 2 E ds equal to sigma ds by epsilon naught, or electric field equal to sigma by 2 epsilon naught. This is the expression for electric field due to thin sheet of charge. In vector form, electric field equal to sigma by 2 epsilon naught into r cap, where r cap is position vector of point P from the sheet of charge. Okay. And observe, there is no r term, small letter r, means from the sheet of charge electric field at this point is same as that at this point, provided area is infinity. Means electric field is independent of distance and depends only on the charge density. Special cases, if surface charge density greater than 0 means for a positive charge, electric field is this represents outward flux plus r cap. Implies second case, if surface charge density less than 0 means for a negative charge, electric field is sigma by 2 epsilon naught minus r cap. Electric field is towards the conductor. If this is the thin sheet of charge, positively at this point electric field is away. Because of thin sheet of charge, negatively electric field is towards. Towards is by minus r cap, away is from plus r cap.